Hey guys, want to talk about building compression evenly through the voice. So a lot of people talk about building compression, but they're kind of unaware of that compression. The most important thing is to be learning how to manage it. And what I mean by that is the degree, the amount you're using at any given time. So when we talk about building consistent compression or regulating compression through the voice, you can practice that really at most volumes. For most people it's easier at lower volume at first because it just gives you less things to have to manage. Basically, you have to worry about all the sensation, all the support you're going to need to get that sound coming out if you're using a lot of compression. Most people, when they struggle, is what happens is they have an inability to regulate compression. So as they go up, they lose compression. They lose compression, or conversely, they squeeze more as they go up higher. So they have more compression as they go up higher, or less compression, rather than regulating an even amount of compression through the voice. If you can master this, then you're going to sing mix much more in a much more balanced way than most other singers are able to, because they haven't quite learned to regulate compression precisely. How much compression do you need? Just enough to make the sound. So another thing that happens is when people make an adjustment when they're learning, they tend to over adjust. So they'll think, right, I need to close those chords and squeeze and compress. And the adjustment they'll make from mum 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 will be mum mum mum, super squeezy. So the adjustments they're making are too broad, they're too big, they're too large. You have to learn to work within pretty narrow boundaries and subtle boundaries when you're singing. So if you're in a place where you can't find compression or closure, or you're squeezing too much, be aware of that. How much compression do you need? Well, if we're just learning to regulate compression through the bridge, just enough. So we could do an exercise like this. Just Notice there's a little bit of this brightness in it, yeah? So there's not much bite. I'm not squeezing down, but it's not an airy sound. There's some bite there throughout the exercise. The quality's the same. Where are we? So, what am I doing? I'm regulating compression through the exercise, or in other words, I'm just keeping it the same. I'm not squeezing less. I'm not squeezing more. Yeah? You can literally hear there's an even amount of closure through the exercise. So, just working on compression on its own, this is what you need to be working on. Regulating compression, keeping it the same through the exercise, not necessarily building it straight away, because if you haven't got the ability to regulate it, and when we think about regulating, what we're actually doing is the muscles that close up those chords, we are learning to squeeze them enough, and then we're learning to keep that squeeze the same throughout the range, rather than letting it go or squeezing more down as we go up through there. That's what you've got to master if you want to get good at singing. And if you want a powerful mix that isn't squeezy, pushed or strained, regulating compression is the key. Now from there you can start darkening the vowel up, you can start building a little bit on the compression, but as you build on it, as you go towards a go 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 go, as you start building on that closure, again the same rule applies. You set the closure at the start of the exercise, you take it through and then back without changing it. Now if you've already learned to regulate compression at low and medium volumes, it's much easier then to transition into higher volumes. But if you can't even regulate compression on a low volume or a medium volume, it's very, very unlikely you're going to be able to do it on a high volume, because you have been focusing on the wrong things. If you can't regulate compression, then really you can't sing, at least not very well or very consistently. So, hope this has helped you guys. I enjoyed making this video today, it's gone well. So, have a good one, keep singing, leave a comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you again. Bye bye.